going on, guys? Boy Joe 672 coming to you guys with a video right now. It's Dallas week, guys. The Eagles are 2-point underdogs in this game. Okay, usually home teams are 3-point underdogs. Usually home teams usually get about 3 points. But unfortunately, I don't think Vegas is very impressed with Dallas right now in the way they're playing. 3 straight losses, yada, yada, yada. You know the case. The Eagles are going to this game without DeSean Jackson. He is not playing in this game. You are getting some reinforcements back. Our starting corners that are coming back are Ronald Darby and Jalen Mills, that hasn't played since the middle of last year. A quarter of last year, pretty much. Hasn't played at all in a while. Jalen Mills coming back. I really don't know what to expect. Can't be as bad as what we have now. But this was our starting, the Eagles are 13-5 with Ronald Darby and Jalen Mills starting together. Doesn't mean much, but it's something positive. We all know the injuries to the Eagles. Timmy Jernigan's not playing. DeSean Jackson's not playing. Malik Jackson's out for the year, yada, yada, yada. You know the rest. The offensive line is fine. Everything else is pretty much good. The Eagles need to beat the Cowboys pretty much straight up on offense. I'm not really looking defensively for this game. A little bit here and there, but offensively we need to figure out a way to score, okay? Not rely on a deep threat, not rely on what we have, but we need to use those 2 tight end sets. Carson's got to throw the ball, which, I have no problem with Carson. Carson's doing all he can. Matt Collins have been disappointed. He's had 1 catch. That's really it. He's had 1 catch this whole year, pretty much. And it's really pathetic because you have J.J. Arcega-Whiteside on the sideline right now, a guy that got drafted in the 2nd round. And I don't know why Doug would rather have Matt Collins on the offense than J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Can't be as bad as J.J. Arcega-Whiteside because he only has 1 catch, okay? At this point, we need to get the run game going with Jordan Howard, Miles Sanders, to get their chances upfield, and Doug just has to be creative with the plays that he has. And we can't be doing the same bullshit plays that we normally do. This offense just needs to be explosive. Dallas has a good front. Okay, Van Der Esch, Jalen Smith are 2 very good linebackers. Jeff Heath, not really a big fan of him. Not really a good angle. Not really a good guy. Knows how to go and make tackles. He takes really bad angles if you catch him off guard. Go to the Dallas Cowboys. You have a lot of injuries. They pretty much almost have as many injuries as we do right now. Almost as many as we do right now from 1 game, okay? They might miss their left tackle, Tyron Smith, their right tackle, La'el Collins. You look for Anthony Brown. He got hurt. Randall Cobb and Amari Cooper could be not playing in this game at all. But I thought they had 2 corners hurt. I just heard Anthony Brown, but a lot of people are saying 2, so I'm not really sure with that. I don't know if it's Jordan Lewis or a Woozy, whatever his fucking name is. I don't even know. But they have some injuries, and they're very, very banged up. And Dak Prescott, during that Jets game, he got hit a lot in that game. He got literally destroyed in that game. He was taking a beating after throwing the football, I have to say that. No late hits, surprisingly, but he took a beating not having 2 tackles, okay? So I'm not going to be cocky about this game. I know the Eagles it's a winnable game on both sides. The Cowboys can beat us, and the Eagles can beat the Cowboys. It's going to come down to who's ready to play. And honestly, I think both teams are ready to play. I think, Dallas is pissed off because they lost 3 straight. And I think the Eagles are pissed off because they haven't been playing consistent, regardless of what the outcome is right now. You're not going to have DeSean Jackson going downfield. Dak Prescott might not have Amari Cooper going downfield, but the Cowboys do have Michael Gallup, which he's a speed receiver, a fast guy. And then they have that guy Wilson that they drafted from the 6th round. He made some plays during that Jet game last week. And they got Tavon Austin, another speed guy, another veteran speed guy. They got speed still, regardless of Amari Cooper not being there. They still have a lot of speed regardless. So, you can't shut your eyes because Amari Cooper's not around. You can't shut your eyes, okay? But it gives the Eagles a chance to, put everybody in the box, shut down that run game. You make Dak Prescott throw the football. Usually I think of Dak Prescott as a one-read quarterback, okay? When he usually sees his first read, he usually goes for it. If he doesn't, most of the time he's throwing incomplete or, the plays is not developing well on his second read. But mostly he's a first-read quarterback. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he's not going to run anything on us. Not saying that Zeke's not going to get yards on us because we're the second, best run defense, last in pass defense, obviously. But hopefully with, Jalen Mills could stabilize a little bit. And Ronald Darby won't get as burned as much. But this defensive line, without La'el Collins on the offensive line and Tyron Smith, the Eagles have a big chance to get more pressure on this team, than they would have had. So, Hassan Ridgeway, Fletcher Cox, need to stay nice up the middle and just, contain and keep, Dak from going to the outside and just do their thing. This whole defensive line just needs to do their thing. Derek Barnett, Josh Sweat, you name it. They all got to just make some plays, and that's it. Put pressure on Dak Prescott, choke him in the, just keep him in the pocket. And you know what? That's all they really got to do in this game. Shut down Zeke. Zeke shows their offense where they're going. Zeke is the leader of their offense. Zeke will show them where they are going in this game, okay? You stop that run game, you make them pass more. And I said it before, they have receivers. They still have receivers without Amari Cooper being there, regardless. Because, honestly, this is the only game the Eagles are really going to need from the Cowboys this year because the last game isn't going to matter. So it's either we're going to be in the playoffs by that time or we're not going to be in the playoffs and it's not going to matter. And they're not going to be dressed for that last game. So technically, this is really the only game that we're really going to care about as if for the Dallas Cowboys. Because we don't play them till the last game of the year, I think. I just want Doug to strap up and do some good things with this offense because Carson was really pissed off last game, and. It's like this team is pity-patting, throwing sideline passes, little screens. I mean, grow some balls and throw downfield, and you'll be okay, okay? A lot of mismatches in this game. You don't have Deshaun Jackson. It is what it is. But for what it's worth to not have Deshaun Jackson, the Dallas Cowboys have a lot of injuries, and a lot of guys might not be playing on Sunday, okay? Amari Cooper, I'm definitely 100% sure he's probably not going to play, okay? But as of right now, it's just going to be a dogfight, really, because these are two teams that aren't even really that good right now. The Cowboys aren't playing well. We might be doing them a favor to beat them Sunday because Jason Garrett might be out the door with a fourth straight loss. I think that Jason Garrett has lost the locker room, as it looked like he did lose the locker room. And a lot of Cowboy fans actually agree that he's probably lost the locker room a little bit. I'm not trashing the Cowboys because, honestly, we don't look good either. So, at this point, there's really nothing to talk shit about. I'm not just trying to be nice, but you know what? We have something to prove too Sunday. This isn't just about the Cowboys losing 3 games. This is about the Eagles not being consistent. This is a team that won a Super Bowl a couple of years ago and haven't really done much since, honestly. Besides being in the playoffs last year and not winning the division last year, on top of it making the wild card, but sneaking in the wild card really. But other than that, guys. You got to watch for Dak Prescott in the first read. You got to watch for Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield, which, I think without these tackles, it's going to hurt them a little bit to get inside there and stop this run. Not saying Ezekiel Elliott's not going to have any positive yards because Ezekiel Elliott's one of the best running backs, probably in my eyes, the best running back in the whole entire league, especially while physically getting tackled. The guy just carries guys on his back for another few yards and more. So, got to give respect where respect's due with Ezekiel Elliott. He's a great running back. Got to say he's great. But the Eagles need to pound Jordan Howard and sprinkle in a little tiny bit of Miles Sanders, throw the ball to Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert, and get these guys open. And at this point, Doug even said, well, Alshon Jeffrey is not hurt, so Arcega-Whiteside won't get playing time. What is that about? Are you serious right now? So you're telling me the only way Arcega-Whiteside is getting in this game is if Alshon Jeffrey is out of here, not even either on the team or he's hurt. That's pretty damn sad that you don't give guys other chances. But I'm not going to get into this shit because they're running this bullshit the wrong way. So it's a winnable game. It's a winnable game for the Eagles. They just got to play their heart out and not shoot themselves in the foot as usual. So I'm pretty pumped about it. I'm pretty excited about it. I think we could pull it off. Dallas has a lot of injuries, so honestly, both sides have no excuses. Period. I know that we're going to get burnt. Our corners are going to get burnt, and I'll be mad during the game, but I already know it's coming, so it doesn't really matter. But Cowboy fans need to humble themselves, too, because you know what? At the same time, nobody can bitch about the injuries from both teams because both teams are hurting bad right now. I think the Eagles are worse right now because they actually have a guy on IR, but as for the Cowboys, they have guys that are nicked up pretty good right now and won't be back for another couple weeks or earlier or later, whatever. So that's all I got to say, guys. So let's go beat them Cowboys. I'll see you guys later. Shake Squad up, fly, let's fly.